for the next few days, I'm going to be exploring the island of San Andres here in Colombia. And I don't really know much about this island. I don't know what to expect from it. So what better way to discover the island together and see what first impression it gives me and see what's all the fuss about with all the Colombians talking about this island, San Andres. So what's really interesting is that this island is closer to Nicaragua, Panama, Costa Rica, and I think even Jamaica. It's closer than Colombia, but somehow it's still part of Colombia. So how does that work? How does an island that's like really far away is still part of Colombia? Well, a very summarized story of how did this end up being part of Colombia. Well, it all started first, like this island was being occupied first by the Dutch. Then after that, the English were here, who brought some slaves from Jamaica. After that, the Spaniards came here, which I think with them, it lasted like the longest here. But that was until the great forces of the great liberator of South America came here. You know who am I talking to? Yep, Simón Bolívar. When the forces arrived here, and then so they set everyone here free, and that's how it became part of the Gran Colombia in 1822. So during the following years, there were some disputes of who the island belonged to. Of course, Panama was saying that it belonged to them. Then Nicaragua was also saying that it belonged to them since it was like more closer to them. And somehow even the United States got involved saying that it wanted to be part of their territory, but they got completely ignored. But in the end, and up to this date, it's still part of Colombia. All right, enough history. That's not really my thing. But now that we have the history left aside, let's go ahead and explore this island and see what's there here to offer. All right, so starting off with the first impression of the island, let's all go ahead and go all the way back to first trying to get here. There are a couple of requirements that you have to do before entering here the island. First of all, in the airport, you do have to buy a tourist card in order to get here. The cost of it as of right now in 2024, it was $35 what I paid for. And then after that, you also have to show proof of that you have a return ticket back out of the island. And then lastly, the third one is that you have to have proof of your hotel that you're staying at. You have to have a reservation, whether it's hotel, Airbnb, you have to have all those documents ready. Only that way you're gonna be able to board your plane or enter the island. Because you do have a checkpoint once you arrive to the island, you have immigration checking all of those things, so make sure you have all of that before getting in here. All right, so now I have right like to the most famous beach here. It's called Playa Sprat Big, something like that. I was about to say Bright, but it's not Bright, it doesn't have an R in it. Well, anyways, this is like the most accessible beach here, and it's actually really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the drone and show you here the beach. Well, something that really caught my attention was people here are driving these cars right here. So you can rent these cars and just drive around the island, go to different spots. They also do have like the motorcycles for rent. Well, it's mainly scooters. But you can go ahead and also rent that and just go around the island. I'm gonna go ahead and do that tomorrow and see what else is there to do in this island. All right, second day. So yesterday didn't do much. I just spent all day in the beach. There are a couple of stuff that you can do around, like you can go to an island, which to me it didn't appeal too much. After that, you can also have the opportunity to rent a jet ski, do some paragliding and kite surfing. You can do a lot of stuff there in that beach, but for me, I just spent all day enjoying the sun, enjoying the beach, going in and out. It was a pretty good day, except that it rained a little bit, but it was all good. So today, what am I doing today? Well, today I decided to finally rent a motorcycle. So I don't really have a plan in mind. I'm just gonna go around the island since it's only one road. I'm just gonna go around. And I'm gonna be stopping in places that grab my attention. Like for example, right now, I see this ship right here in the middle of the ocean, and it looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and fly the drone and see what's the deal about it. So look what I found here. It's actually pretty interesting what I'm seeing right now. So we do have like the ocean right there, all the waves crashing, but then we do have like that natural barrier where it breaks down the waves, and then down here we're just left with a big natural pool. So around that pool, I think that's actually pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen it before. I think I'm gonna stay here for a bit, just enjoy this, and then I'm just gonna keep going around the island and see what else I can see. So I was just driving down the street, and then everyone was yelling at me like, hey, free parking, are you looking for this place? I think it's like a main attraction. I was like, what is this? That turns out to be like a blowhole. So this that kind of sounds a little bit weird, but it turns out to be like this little hole where it blows out water with pressure. So they were telling me that the parking was free, but I had to buy something in their store, which to me, I mean, that's not free at all, and of course it's gonna be like something like really expensive. Anyway, so all I did was just park in another area, like kind of far away from all these areas, and just walk, and now I have it for free.
Producto local de nosotros, sin licor, limonada de coco, limonada cerezada, limonada hierbabuena, piña colada, coco fresa y cóctel de coco. Y así quieres algo suave, trabajo coco punch, margarita, caipirosca, caipiriña y mojito. Fuerte, coco loco, tumbacatre,
No, yo no tomo nada de eso. Nada de eso. Yo nomás tomo pura agua.
¿O quieres un agua de coco?
No me gusta el coco.
¿No le gusta el coco?
No, no me gusta el coco. No tomo nada de licores, nada de saborizantes, pura agua natural.
Pero si no quieres, puedes pagar la entrada al lugar si no quieres consumir.
Entonces no que era gratis entonces.
No le dije, no se les cobra ni el parqueo, ni la atención, ni
la entrada al lugar.
Pero como no quieres consumir nada.
No es de que no quiera consumir, sino es de que no, yo nomás tomo pura agua.
No puedes consumir, puedes pagar la entrada.
¿Qué cuesta la entrada?
5,000 pesos.
Ok, pues sí, gracias. ¿A quién se los pago? ¿Sí? Aunque creo que por allá miré que vendían unas paletas, ¿no? Por ahí miré que vendían como unas paletas, decía. Sí. ¿Puedo consumir eso, no?
No, eso ya es aparte. Eso y las artesanías. Si quieres lo puedes para recostarte en la moto.
Well, at the end, it turns out to be that you do have to pay. It's 5,000 the entry. Well, it's just a hole that blows air. I mean, just air. Luckily, I only paid the entrance, which was 5,000. And luckily I didn't buy anything else like the things that they're selling, which was probably going to be like 25,000, I guess. I don't know, like some ridiculous price. I don't think it's worth it. Don't do it. I just stopped here on the side of the road because I saw what it looks like an aquatic park. I mean, I only see a slide, but I'm not gonna go in there because I know they're gonna charge me, and I'm not in that situation right now of paying stuff. So I can see it from here. I'm gonna fly the drone and see what's going on. I mean, I guess that's an option that you can do here. Also, you can go to this aquatic park, which I only see a slide. I'm pretty sure there's other things to do. So I'm gonna fly the drone and see what's up. Actually, I just did the whole loop towards the island. I started doing another one, and while I was going around for the second time, I just saw this other place that I missed during my first lap. This one's called La Piscinita, which translates to like the little pool. And it's exactly what it is, just a little pool where you can just go in there. And then if the sun was brighter, something else that I noticed, that the weather here changes pretty quickly. It was really sunny, and then as I was doing my second lap, started noticing that it started to get really overcast, and then it started to rain at one point. Well, anyways, if the sun was a little bit brighter, then the water could be a little bit more clear. Even though that the sun is not out, we can still see the water that is pretty clear. So that's another activity where we can do, and it's actually free. You don't have to pay. You can just go in there, take a dip in the water, and then just swim around. All right, so now after spending some time here in La Piscinita, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to this area, and I'm also gonna say goodbye to this island, to this video. I'm all done here with the island. What do I think about this island? Well, honestly, I don't think this island is for me. I don't like the island. There are some parts that I like, but this is not an island for me. I think this is mainly for families, couples, groups of friends. I don't think it's so much solo friendly. I might be wrong. I don't know, at least with my experience. I think Colombia has a lot of better things to offer than this island. If someone would have said, like, would you go here again? Would you come here again? My answer is gonna be no. I think Colombia has better things to offer. And yep, that's personally, I didn't like this island, just some parts. So now the route, knowing the Caribbean Sea on the Colombian side, continues. I'm no longer in San Andres, like I mentioned. Now I'm in the other side, which is called Tayrona National Park. They do say that is one of the best things that Colombia has to offer, but they also say the same thing about San Andres, and I was a little bit disappointed. So hopefully this one's going to be a lot better, which I think it's going to be, because we're already starting with a hike that's going to take us all the way to where I'm going to be camping. So it's going to be a completely different mood. It's going to be much better. Also, I've been wanting to come here for the past, I don't know, for the longest time, like probably like 4 years, ever since I knew about it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here. So the entrance to get in here, it was this much, and then also you do have to buy a medical insurance, which was 12,000. Then lastly, you do have the option of getting a shuttle bus. That's only 5,000. I do totally recommend it. It is a long distance, and then especially is going to help you out a lot because it's really humid. So try to save that energy for this other hike, which I think they said it takes about 2 hours. I don't know, we'll see about it, but yeah, definitely take it. So now I'm already starting here hiking. We're gonna go ahead and continue hiking. I'll go ahead and show you around.
Tome fotografía, refresquen un poco con este ventilador natural.
Actually worse than hiking on the desert. I think the humidity really gets you, it makes you sweat a lot. It's a whole different thing, but so far it's been an actually pretty easy hike. So I don't know how much longer I have. I'm just going straight forward, and yeah, so far so good. finally have arrived here to where I'm gonna be camping. So I started up at 8:45 and then got here at 10:20. So go ahead and do the math how long it took me to get here. So I'm in Cabo San Juan, which is gonna be the place where I'm gonna be camping, which is also one of the most famous and beautiful beaches here. And so far from what I can see, it is true. So now it's time to just go ahead and relax, get in the water, and enjoy the rest of the day. So with that, the visit to Tayrona National Park comes to an end. I really liked it. I think it is true what they say, that is one of the best things that Colombia has to offer. It's a really beautiful place. I'm not gonna lie, San Andres is also beautiful, but it was not really my thing. Like I said, I didn't really enjoy it that much. As comparison to Tayrona, it was way better. But let me know, what do you think? Do you like better San Andres, or did you like better Tayrona? I'll go ahead and read you here in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be seeing you on the next one.